get copyrighted. Really hope this doesn't get copyrighted. Really hope it doesn't get copyrighted.
We'll find out real soon. Yo, what's good, family? We're coming with another episode today, labeled
My Only Vice.
My Only Vice. That's what we're called, guys, because again, we are your only vice.
What are we addicted to, dog?
Knowledge and power.
Pretty much. Power hungry, man. Hey, man, I don't
like Pinky the Brain.
Hey, man, I don't need the money. I mean, I don't need the fame. Just give me the money, bro.
Yeah, but so, hey, man, today, you know, it's been in my mind, and I really want to discuss the haters out there, right? I don't know, man. Like haterade. It's
real.
It's real, and I've never been a fan of like drinking it. Don't get me wrong, man. I've had my little hate.
You never had just a little bit of envy,
sure.
a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of like negative.
Without a doubt, and that was mainly in my younger days. To be frank,
Bro, this conversation is so sacred that I had to pull out the four agreements, homie.
Hey, to keep it kind of tranquil, right?
Yeah, this fool was pissed.
It might get real toxic.
And he's about to get a little toxic. And we had a conversation before we started filming. And I think it revolved around like the need to just keep it 100 right now, bro. Just keep it real, bro.
Absolutely. And so, here's what I've noticed, man. I've noticed that a lot of people are willing to support the YouTubers that are in the millions. They're willing to support the hype. To me, it seems more like a sheep mentality, because, you know, like the Kendall Jenners and all these people, right? Like, they have so much hype. They have such a large following that you don't even start to think about what you're doing. You're just like, here you go. Here's my money. You become like this like dumbass robot almost, right? And then on the other side of the coin, you have like the small time creators, right? People like us that are going ham, bro, creating badass content,
bleeding out of our eyes, homies.
Exactly.
Working 50, 60-hour weeks.
Exactly.
And still posting.
Exactly. And people are still like thinking they're too cool for it.
Are you mad, bro?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm just happy to talk about this. I'm really happy to talk about this because I never understood how the fuck you could feed the pockets of other people who don't even give a fuck about you. But yet, the people that do care about you, los mandan a la chingada. Right?
Yeah.
You send them to the curb. And to be frank, man, I really want to get that off my chest because I strongly believe in the art of letting go that which hurts you.
Wait, okay, so let me clarify though, because I agree with everything you said, by the way. I do think that a lot of people like give money to those fools that don't need money, right? But like when you have a dope artist, like an underground artist, indie artist,
all the time.
And like it does piss me off when an indie artist is starving while this whack mainstream whatever like is making thousands of millions, and it's just like it's whack, right? So my question is, how are we differentiating, because we're scholars, right, between a sheep and a hater?
For sure. Well,
because I mean, a sheep can be a hater and a hater can be a sheep, but they're not necessarily one and the same, right?
I agree. So first of all, I don't want to put this out as if people that are not supporting me are haters. I don't want to say that in that sense. What I was more alluding to was the fact that I feel like people are not capable of allowing themselves an opportunity, right? Because you say, oh, they don't have the look, they don't have the voice, they don't have the comedic presence,
The six pack.
Yeah, there's all these things, right? All these like little.
You don't have a Tesla, bro, so I'm not gonna sub, bro.
Exactly. Like,
wait, but okay, I feel you, fool. That person's whack though. Do you really give up if that person supports you? Like, do you really want that fool in your car, like when it goes down?
Right. I feel what you're saying. You're saying like anyone that's gonna ride with you is gonna ride with you from the beginning.
Whether you're on the bus, right? Like
that's real shit.
What's his name? Nate Dogg? Would you love me in a Bentley? Would you love me on the bus?
Right.
Right?
That's real shit. And you know what? I can really, really appreciate that perspective. And honestly, sometimes fears are irrational.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe even my whole little passionate spiel was actually irrational, right? And I think that's just some real ass shit, some real vulnerable shit that's going down in this channel, right? That's going down on this podcast. It's kind of like saying like, hey, sometimes even bad motherfuckers have irrational fears, you know? And not only an irrational fear, but maybe there are some truths to those things that sometimes spiral out of control. Yeah. But at the same time, I think there is a real truth there, right? Of like people choosing not to do something as simple as going on your page, on your YouTube page, and giving you a simple like.
You're saying people who just lurk and can't even show love.
The lack of engagement, homie.
You're saying like you just spent like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes on my channel and you couldn't even be like, yo, good stuff. GG's.
Right.
Like, or even a little double tap, homie.
Right. That's what trips me out, bro. That's what really trips me out. And ultimately, there's this fucking hilarious comedian. He's a little black kid. He's probably grown now, but this is an old video. He's basically like saying like, it don't cost nothing to support my N-word. But basically, it's like, it's so true, bro. Like, obviously in our other episode, we're talking about the money value and you guys kind of becoming like sponsors and stuff like that. Producers and giving us ideas and kind of paying for it that way and us giving back. But at the same time, you can also support guys by just sharing this, by liking it, by literally guys in the YouTube algorithm. If everyone just likes something and puts a comment, it's gonna set us apart from the competition. And that's so simple. If any of my homies, if any of my road dogs, if anyone that I follow on Instagram, for example, had a channel, even if I didn't watch the whole content, I'm gonna give them a like and I'm gonna post a comment because I understand the game. You feel me? Again, I want to still talk to you fools, the same hambriento ass people. Like, there's a mentality, you know?
Right.
All you people that don't support other people's hustles, I see you guys as the crabs in the bucket. You don't want to help other small-time creators because you see us in the same light, and you want to keep fighting. You want to compete, and in reality, what is gonna help all of us elevate each other is supporting each other.
Everybody eats.
Exactly.
Everybody could eat. So what you're saying is that like, what if this hate or jealousy and envy, right, which is real and it's terrible. It's I personally find it disgusting. I think it's a disgusting kind of energy. And I think that's why I respect you, bro, because you're one of the few people that's willing to have a real honest conversation about how harmful and detrimental like jealousy, envy is. And I think we've all experienced it, right? I think some people experience it on extreme levels where like they want to take your job and take your position and try to straight sabotage you. I feel really bad for those people, right? I pray for them. I pray that they find peace in their hearts. But then other people, it's as simple as like, damn, like, why does he have 500 followers and I don't, right? Or why does she have 1,000 subs and I don't? And so my question is, right, since this is a practical show, we are trying to kind of sort of respect and honor that tradition of kind of like Joe Rogan inquiry, like Jordan Harbinger, like actually give you some real tools, right? Something to learn with, like an honest reflection as opposed to just like a rant. And we will rant sometimes.
You're like I just did.
So what? So what do we do about that, G? And I'm kind of stuck. Because I've dealt with trolls. I've dealt with just like mean people, like disrespectful people. What do you do, man? There's a lot of perspectives on it.
I think you were spot on earlier when you alluded to the fact that we cannot be fazed by that emotion, right? That emotion that comes from lack of engagement, from lack of support. And actually, if you feel some type of negativity towards that, learn to manage that and put it into your craft. Oh, you think I'm whack? Let me get better.
Okay.
So that in that quest of getting better, I'm straight hustling. I'm working out. I'm getting better at every single angle, right? Oh, you cut me from the team. Next year, when I come back, I'm gonna be better.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's the best way to look at this situation of people not wanting to like either fuck with me or fuck with you or fuck with anyone, is being like, all right, you know what? I want to know why. Listen to those pointers and work on my game.
Yeah.
And ultimately say like, you know what? Some of you had a point. Let me get better.
Yeah.
Overall, create better value to people and hopefully attract the people that are gonna want to roll with us.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like, I think, I mean, there's a lot of great people who talk about this, but the 4 agreements, guys, and we're gonna link the Amazon link to this book. This is not a sponsored ad. Like, this fool is not paying us to say this. This is one of the greatest, you could call personal growth books of all time. And one of the agreements is actually the second agreement is don't take anything personally. And that sounds very simple, bro, but it's actually very deep and philosophical.
Go ahead and explain.
Yeah, so
elaborate.
What Don Miguel Ruiz argues in the 4 agreements, don't take anything personal, like the haters, the negative comments, like the bull, you know, the BS, the people, the quiet people, right, who basically disrespect by not showing love, right? He says that they're actually acting on their own fears and insecurities when somebody like is mean or disrespectful to you in any way. So it's simply a reflection of their darkness, which connects to what Gary Vee says, right? Gary Vee argues like anyone who hates on you, he's just like, pray for them, bro. Feel bad for them. Show them some sympathy at worst, empathy at best. Like, literally pray for them. Like, pray that they find peace in their hearts so that, and you don't have to be religious or anything like that. I mean, I personally believe in God, but that's my choice. You can do whatever you want, play, that's on you. But like, I legit, bro, like I would say like, people have been really mean to me throughout my life. Not on some victim stuff, but I have had people be mean to me like for no reason, bro. People that barely even know me. And as you know me as my homie, I'm a pretty sensitive person. Like I may put a front on social media, but I'm pretty sensitive. Like I feel things deeply. So I feel bad, you know? Sometimes I cry like, damn, why are they so mean to me? Like, come on, God, like why, you know? And then I realized like, they hate their lives, fool. So like, instead of being mad at them, now what I do is, I pray for them, dog. I legit pray for the people who can't find peace in their hearts. Who just can't shit. Think about that, fool. Think about the level of anxiety and like ants in your body and all that cortisol, dog. Cortisol's effing terrible. You know about that. Cortisol's like the worst. Like that's worse than almost anything. Think about people who are constantly like, man, this is whack. This is whack. It's because they can't face themselves. So they just find targets. And as soon as you stop giving a damn, they'll find a new target. Because ignorance needs a stage, homie. Right? An ignorant person needs a stage. Negativity needs a place to live and thrive. So if you don't shine any light on it, I feel as though like, I don't know, man. Like I can say a lot about it, but one of the things is like I've learned to have empathy and pray for those people who just cannot find peace in their hearts.
Yo, that's interesting, man, because we're combating basically ignorance with love.
Yeah.
You know, and ultimately, I think that's a very enlightening perspective, and
it's not an easy one.
It's not easy, man. And clearly, you seeing me like I myself am challenged with that idea, right? Grappling with those that would care, that don't even care about me, right? But I'm willing to say, you know what? If I'm gonna grow in the right direction, it's okay if you don't care about me. And
but think about it, fool. Why would someone not care about you? Like on some real psychology-ish.
I mean, I guess, you know, I'm irrelevant to them.
But why? Think deeper, bro. Why would somebody not care about you or anyone? Because what makes you think? Because we're not narcissistic enough to think we're the only person they're hating, huh? These are habits.
Are you saying like they're kind of just in general not in support of anyone who is from their same background and wants to work really hard to get out of that? Because they kind of are afraid that they don't have a chance to get out of it, so they also don't want other people to get out of it?
Maybe.
If that's so, if that's true, then I guess the right thing to do is just ignore them, man. Because in reality, I don't want to be, like you said earlier, like, do you want them riding in your car? And it's like, actually, no. Right?
Yeah, I don't. I think I actually think like people who show their negativity, like I respect them more than those who don't. You know, because there's like, think about how many people actually like might think negatively of someone else, but they don't actually tell them. I'm sure there's millions of people like that.
Right. So you rather have it come out.
That's real fakeness, bro.
Right.
Because there's haters and then there's fake people, and fake to me is like the worst. Because fake is like, damn, bro, like you were trying to sabotage me, but you didn't say it. Like you didn't but you were smiling to my face. Like like that to me is even lower, fool, than like somebody who being like, this is whack. I can respect somebody hopping in the comments and be like, yo, your ish is trash. It's gonna hurt me. I've seen it like 1,000 times already, so I don't give a damn. But like, if somebody's like, okay, man, like, thanks for sharing, bro. Usually people chill out, you know? Very few double down. Like, you have to be a straight savage. Like,
kill them with kindness.
Yeah, thank you. But imagine the fool that like legit has that thought, pero no te dice nada, way. Like, has that thought, be like, this was whack.
But yeah, they're like the homie. Yeah. Well, look, if you are the homie, like a genuine homie, and you think it's whack, I hope that we have a cool enough relationship to where you could tell me like, hey, dog, you know what? Like, I think you could do better. Please do. If you're listening to this and you're a homie and you have a suggestion that can make this all better, just share it with me, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're gonna keep it real with me, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward and be like, yo, what's good?
See, but you're really nice, bro.
Generally, I am a very kind-spirited
You're very courageous. It takes a lot of courage to like be willing to like deal with your haters on such a professional level. Like, I have a more conservative approach. Like, if you've demonstrated any type of hate or negative energy toward questionable like behavior, where like it might show that perhaps you're an individual that can or should not be trusted, I suppose, for lack of a better word, I just stay away completely. And maybe it has to do with my childhood trauma, and maybe those are things that I need to unpack and figure out. But like, I'm not really interested in trying to figure out like why you don't like me. Like, I don't give a damn.
Right.
Si te caigo mal yo, way, like I'm like the least like threatening person alive.
Right.
Like,
so what you're saying is like
damn,
man,
bro.
if you have something against us,
like,
man, you're
bro,
really poking in the wrong hole.
I'm gonna pray for you, fool, porque like, dog, like, I don't know, bro. Like, not even on some morally righteous, holier than thou. Like, we're flawed.
You know what?
We're
I'm
flawed.
gonna support you because man, you got some other issues.
I'm gonna pray for that person, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, you really need help. Like, if the level of cognitive dissonance is that deep, or your level of hate is that deep that you don't like people who are trying to inspire, mentor. We kind of talked about this in the first episode of your episode, actually. Now that I come to think about it, right? Remember?
Yeah, it was about like vulnerability and like
when people went down with like SGN, like right?
Oh yeah, I was like, what do you have to say against the haters?
Yeah. And I went on this whole like conversation or rant, if you will, about like how, like, because I think about like what I did SGN to like knowledge, wisdom, good vibes, creativity, like inspiring kids who are depressed or like who have ever like wanted to give up or something, and were just like abused and you know just had a tough upbringing, and it's like, damn, bro, you're against that, like. Damn, fool, like, you were straight savage. Like, like you're against kids who have been, like, disrespected and bullied and abused, like, getting inspired, like, yeah, stay over there, play. Right. I'm not trying to figure you out.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you're not there, obviously.
Nah, but I still understand, though, like, overall, there has been maybe perhaps too much of an emotional attachment on my part from what I'm putting out, and it's very natural, right? Because when I put out content, like, I'm probably putting out myself, man, and I'm being very vulnerable, and I'm trying my best, and for that not to really, you know, for a lot of people to really pretty much not really give a fuck, I guess I can feel that, but
Because you would show love.
Yeah, but in my own quest, right? First of all, let me make it straight that it's clear that not everybody has the same heart that I do. Straight up, right? And that's something that I gotta like just kind of get over, right? And number two, just understand that I have to learn a way to grow more maturely if I'm gonna really make it in this sort of industry, right? Like
thick skin.
Yeah, like, cause you know, if it offends me or if it hurts me that people are not supporting me, then I'm probably not doing the right thing. Because in reality, I have to just do me regardless of whether, you know, people are engaging or not.
Yeah.
So you know what, man? I'm gonna make a big effort moving forward to not take engagement or lack of engagement too seriously, right?
Yeah.
And to ultimately create because there will be some that are going to be inspired, and that we will have our producers or co-producers that are going to become family, and ultimately, man, we're going to create a whole network of family-oriented people that are going to want to help and elevate each other.
An empire, homie.
Let's wrap it up right there.
Hey!
Yo, brah, brah, MOV. You already know. Love you guys, man. Share this, subscribe, like it, put a comment. What do you think about this whole idea, man? What do you think about how we, you know...
Hey, drop Chewy some love, man, please.
Yeah, what do you guys think about, like, us kind of just sharing this and treating situations like that?
How do you deal with haters?
Good. I'll catch y'all.
Peace.